Yeah, it is my turn to win.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's get a couple more Mirari's wigs, shall we? Hello, my fair citizens. Strider here with another Infinite Turns deck. This one is called Your Majesty because, yas, Queen. We are using Tamiyo, Collector of Tales, and Magistrate Scepter. Obviously, we have to have Planewide Celebration in the mix too. If you're unfamiliar with the combo, we are taking infinite turns in the most convoluted and inefficient way possible, right? So let's start from the top, shall we? The first card we're going to look at, and probably the most important, is going to be Magistrate Scepter. Magistrate Scepter is a 3-mana artifact where you can pay 4 colorless, tap it to put a charge counter on it. The next one, the most important, is tap, remove 3 charge counters from it, and take an extra turn after this one. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take infinite turns, and we have to do that with a total of 3 cards. We need Magistrate Scepter, obviously, to take the extra turns. We're going to need Planewide Celebration to proliferate. So Planewide Celebration is a 7-mana sorcery, very expensive. You may choose 4, and you can choose the same mode twice. But the one that we're most worried about, or care the most about, whatever, is proliferate. So you can create a 2/2 citizen. You can return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. You can proliferate, or you can gain 4 life. Those are the 4 different modes, right? We're going to focus on proliferate as much as possible, as long as we can. So we need to make sure Tamiyo is also on the battlefield. So Planewide Celebration, we cast that when Tamiyo and Magistrate Scepter is there. Magistrate Scepter needs to have 1 counter. Tamiyo needs to be on the battlefield. We cast Planewide Celebration, and we proliferate 4 times. This puts 4 counters on Magistrate Scepter, which would be a minimum of 5. We are also putting 4 loyalty counters on Tamiyo. Tamiyo has a -3 ability of return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So we're going to proliferate 4 times, Planewide Celebration, and then we're going to -3 with Tamiyo to get back our Planewide Celebration. And then we're going to proliferate Magistrate Scepter 4 times, and then we're going to tap it to remove 3 charge counters on it to take an extra turn. So since we're only removing 3 counters and 3 loyalty abilities, but we're proliferating 4 times every single turn, we can do this infinitely and still get additional counters every single time. So it'll get to the point where we can get 2 extra turns without proliferating 4 times. And that's when, with Planewide Celebration, we choose the mode that creates 2/2 citizen creature tokens that are all colors. Now, obviously, this can take a while depending on if the opponent decides to surrender or not. It just kind of depends. If they decide not to surrender, then it just kind of depends on how much life they have, how many blockers they have, if they're indestructible or whatever. If they cast Teferi's Protection, that sucks, but you can obviously set yourself up for another infinite turns the next turn pretty easily. So not really worried about that, and actually it's never happened to me before, but it is something to keep in mind regardless. We're going to be able to get both Tamiyo and Magistrate Scepter onto the battlefield using Storm the Festival, which is a great card. 6 mana, look at the top 5 cards of your library, put 2 of them onto the battlefield, 2 permanents onto the battlefield, as long as they're mana value 5 or less, and then put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. And then it has a flashback of 10, which means you can basically just cast it from your graveyard for 10 mana, right? That's amazing. The other thing that we have for 5 mana in this deck is Mirari's Wake. So a lot of our spells cost a lot. We're going to need to do things multiple on a turn if we want to cast Planewide Celebration twice in a turn. There's so many things that we want to do with a lot of mana. So Mirari's Wake, 5 mana enchantment. Again, 5 mana. Everything we want to put on the battlefield, every permanent, needs to be 5 mana or less, so that Storm the Festival actually hits it and it can be put on the battlefield. So Mirari's Wake, creatures you control get +1/+1. Again, this works really, really well with Planewide Celebration, because then our 2/2 citizens become a minimum of a 3/3 if it's out, and you can have up to 4 Mirari's Wakes out, obviously. So they can all get +4/+4, making them all 6/6s, which is ridiculous. And again, since we have infinite turns, we can have infinite little Doodle-Mawetchets until obviously we draw out our deck. But it can get absolutely ridiculous. Now, I've built a deck like this many, many times in the past, as far as just like doing the Magistrate Scepter, Tamiyo, and Planewide Celebration. That's just what you need in order to make that happen, right? But this, I believe, is the first time I've ever used Mirari's Wake in the deck, and I think it was really, really nice, because if we were able to get Mirari's Wake out, it didn't feel bad to almost take off an entire turn just to put 1 counter on Magistrate Scepter. It would really only take a couple lands, and we were still able to do whatever else we wanted to if we had Mirari's Wake out. Like, if we had Mirari's Wake out and then we put down a land, we only tap 3 lands to cast Storm the Festival, and then we still have 3 lands left. So there's, 3 lands open, Storm the Festival, we get a second Mirari's Wake and a Magistrate Scepter or something. We can easily just put a counter on it and still do so much other things with it. Mirari's Wake is really, really good in this deck because we use a lot more mana than you would actually think. Being able to cast Storm the Festival 2 times in a turn is absolutely ridiculous. Being able to cast Planewide Celebration 2 or 3 times in a turn is absolutely madness. Especially when you're taking extra turns, you just get to finish up the game super, super quickly. Some people will just walk away from their computer or whatever if you're taking extra turns because they just think you enjoy playing with yourself, which obviously we do, because who doesn't? It's besides the point. But as far as what you need in this deck for it to work, you need Planewide Celebration, you need Tamiyo, and you need Magistrate Scepter. Now, I would say Tamiyo is probably the most important. I would always say 4 Tamiyos because Tamiyo will find all of your combo pieces, including Storm the Festival. Storm the Festival is great. It also has flashback. So if you're using 4 Tamiyos and other things that could mill your library, Storm the Festival, again, it has flashback, so you could drop that down to 2 if you want. Planewide Celebration, I usually like to have 3 of them just in case, because a lot of times, since the combo requires so much mana and everything, Planewide Celebration helps you to gain that 4 life 4 different times, so you're gaining 16 life. It's really, really good in many cases. So having a 3rd one just for the health buffer is nice, even though we are still running Heliod's Intervention, but that's a different story. Planewide Celebration, I really like 3 of. There's an argument to run 4, but I think 3 is fine, especially because you get to return permanents from your graveyard to your hand. You could just return back your Mirari's Wakes if they blew it up. Same with Tamiyo's, Magistrate Scepter. As long as they're not exiling your stuff, you probably win the game. There's not too many things that they can do to really stop this. If they're a mill deck, maybe. In which case you can add a couple guys' blessings in here if you want to. That is not the worst thing ever because you're only going to be -3ing with Tamiyo after you get the combo off. So there's no reason not to, really. But what I will say about this deck is that it is not the truth. Unfortunately, right now the meta may just be a little bit too fast, or it kind of just feels a bit too clunky. I think I would need to spend more time with it. However, this particular version isn't fantastic. It is still fun. It's still infinite turns. So if you like infinite turns and you want to do it in a different way, this is definitely the deck for you. So if you want to build it, it is only going to run you 47 rares. No mythics though. I mean, come on, who wants to use mythics on this? Exactly, nobody. But again, you could take out a lot of the cards that I kind of mentioned earlier, and you could probably make it a bit more budget if you wanted to do that. So actually, if you want me to maybe take some of these decks and turn them into a budget deck and retry to do a video on that, then let me know in the comment section below. But if you want the current deck list the way it is right now, then you can go ahead and click on that link at the top right-hand corner of this video. It'll send you over to Aether Hub. If you want the text-based version of the deck list, it'll be in the description below, as well as another link to the Aether Hub page. Stay salty and enjoy the games. Could have held up Settle? Yeah. I could have held up a couple things. Yeah. I just tapped out. Whenever you attack, you pay 2. If you do, target creature can't be blocked this turn. God damn it. Yeah, when it deals combat damage to a player, that player loses a life and mills a card, then you gain life. And scry 1. It's pretty good. Could try Inexorable Tide. It's too slow. And it doesn't work because it's not part of the infinite combo. The infinite combo just tends to work better. Because, you know, it's infinite. Please pay. Oh, okay. No! I would have loved that Lotus Field. Oh, hey, Lotus Field.
A blessing from the Lord.
I still would have loved that Lotus Field. It's perfect. It's the best Lotus Field I've ever had. Easiest Lotus Field of my life. Green, blue? Yeah. Memory Deluge. Alright. It's a good card. It does things. It does good things. Definitely does good things. I might Tamiyo minus to get that other Blood Sun. To be honest. If they don't attack, they're essentially holding up a counterspell. Okay. They attacked. Oh. They're holding up a counterspell? Hold.
Like phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes.
If you have an exile graveyard thingamabob. Okay, that's fine.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Please don't have a counterspell. I would be so sad if they had a counterspell. Wait, what? Oh, they just wanted to make it a 3/5? Okay. That was odd. Control deals damage to a player. Okay, so I discard that snow-covered Plonzies.
How about no?
Do I want the... Okay, so they pay for it this time. That does, in fact... Oh yeah, that's right, Tamiyo. Keck W. I forgot. I forgot. Did anyone else forget? I forgot.
Notes helpful.
Planewide Celebration. They could have the flash in death touchy thing. You know what I mean? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Not even in the fucking slightest. How dare you? How dare you? Now they're gonna try to kill my Teferi. Or, Teferi, my Tamiyo. Do I settle here? Definitely do not. Opponent, you're scaring me. Do they have another Brazen Borrower? Yes, yes they do. Wait, why didn't I put a token on the Magistrate Scepter before they bounced Warren Collects?
I have learned much from my ancestors.
You make me discard 2 cards? So well, actually no, because Tamiyo will still... If Tamiyo dies, will the effect wear off? It does, right? So I will have to discard a card? The effect does wear off? Damn. But they have counter spells, right?
All stories must end.
Oh, I have to discard 1? Oh, no, I do have to discard 2. There's my Wrath. Forgot I had Wraths in this deck.
I am Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet you. The past is never forgotten.
So we're gonna do this ahead of time, just so we can get the counters on it. So if they counterspell this, they are forced to put the 2 mana on there. Okay. So I'm assuming they have a Brazen Borrower for that Magistrate Scepter, right? Because if they don't, we should be able to go infinite, right? How many? We have 3 Planewide Celebrations, so it's an 8% chance for the top card to be that, and then we get to drill down 4 more times, possibly. So in theory, we should be able to go infinite. You know what I'm saying? Good. As long as they don't have a Brazen Borrower. Well, that's annoying. But it's not okay.
No tail should be discarded.
I have enough to put counters on the Magistrate Scepter and Fateful Absence. Which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. They have a lot to deal with now. Oh, holy shit. Where's my fucking Planewide Celebration? Oh, that's right, I didn't plus the Tamiyo. Wait, they oopsed. Why did they oops? I didn't get a +1/+1 counter, so I don't care.
Let me aid your research.
I didn't realize that I had extra turns. Yeah. That's infinite turns. That is infinite turns. Taking extra turns is super fun, yeah. I mean, that's why we are taking extra turns. Trying to. We also didn't get any of our Tamiyos. Like, that whole game was just very bad for us. Wonder what you're doing, opponent. Wonder what you're doing. Thanks. They have a lot of enter the battlefield stuff.
You will be excellent research.
I'm gonna look for the old Magistrate Scepter already.
Stop interrupting me.
Ow. Rude. Rude!
Seek and find.
Alright. Turns out the card that replaces both itself and untaps your resources, plus does it do extra shit is good. Yeah, it turns out. And do you also have a shock?
A bad example.
This needs to stop.
God damn it.
I will not stand for such violence.
Hmm. Heck W. Alright, still getting some damage through. Need to get 2 board wipes. Embercleave? Not quite, opponent. Not quite. not quite. I do like Gaia's Blessing a lot. It helps. It helps until we get the combo, and then it doesn't matter at that point. Then we just win. But it helps until we get the combo. I had it in the previous version. But I think this should be fine. You get a Peter North into a Magistrate Scepter, into a Mirari's Wake, into a Planewide Celebration. It's not bad. Counter it. They're running Mystic Sanctuary. Is there a new treasure hunt? Or treasure hunt? New treasure hunt deck? I need 11 mana. But I might just storm here. Yeah. All right. We don't quite go infinite next turn, but it's possible. It's possible that we go infinite next turn. It's possible. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah. Get Tamiyo. Planewide Celebration. All right, Planewide Celebration. Yeah, go ahead.
You son of a bitch!
All right. Is yeah, it is my turn to win.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's get a couple more Mirari's Wakes, shall we? Rather, let's try. We never got another Mirari's Wake. I dug so deep. I dug so deep. So deep. Dug the deepest. I have a feeling that this deck just got better. Playing Public Indecency. It's been a blast. Nice. Stifle fucks people so hard. Yeah. Alright, I had 2 more blue-white sources, and now all I'm gonna get is blue-white. Big J Smoke. Alright. Feels like a Tibalt's Trickery deck. Wow. Can't believe it. Yeah, no, I know. Where the fuck are my green sources? Oh, I forgot to put in Planeswalker removal too.
It takes impressive knowledge to be a temporal archmage.
It's 2 trickeries.
Time to improvise.
How the fuck are we missing land drops? Sure.
I do love a good puzzle.
Oh, there's my green source. My tapped green source. My only force tapped green source in the deck. Oh no, I have one more. I have a green blue as well. Give me another green.
Time to improvise.
All right. Hey.
I'll think of something. I do love a good puzzle.
They are probably going to get extra turns before we are. Possibly.
Time to improvise.
Maybe.
Let me aid your research.
Oh. It's definitely not good. Imagine being so bad at the game you can't even Tibalt, right? Yeah.
I'll think of something.
Well, they take an extra turn at the end of my turn. Right? No. Wait, do I go or do they go? If they take an extra...
To the library.
Oh, well, I guess it didn't matter. Guess it didn't matter.
I do love a good puzzle.
All right. Well, they get 2 turns, right? Take 2 extra turns after this one.
Let's slow this down.
The immolation sensation.
That sucks.
No pressure.
If they kill my Tamiyo, that's gonna be very, very bad. Oh my god, they didn't kill my Tamiyo.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Didn't kill the Tamiyo.
Get out of my way. I'll burn it up here.
We also can't take him. Why not?
Let's get toasty.
Why not?
I do love a good puzzle.
What do you mean? Don't the emblems kill us? No. I can gain life every turn. I just need a fucking Planewide Celebration in my goddamn first 30 cards. Jesus. Finally. Yep. It's Planewide Celebration.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Sure.
Ruling you will be excellent research.
One, two, three, four, five,
I
six,
have
7.
much
Yep.
from my ancestors.
All right. Do you think they figure it out? I don't know if they ever will. Can't tell yet.
The storied past holds our future.
Where are my other Mirari's wakes? There they are. Found him.
Do you think they figure it out? I don't know if they ever will.
Wait! You didn't want to see me kill you? Because fuck you and fuck your deck? Listen, we kept them in that game because we always keep trickery decks in the game. You know why? Because fuck them. But also, every once in a while, we get to embarrass them and also waste their time at the same time. Oh, jank the trickery, jank? Yeah, only because they whiffed, but
Fuck 'em.
I hate that shit. They had like everything. This is a bad hand. Sarah Game Magic, Planewide Celebration, tokens killing. A Tibalt deck? I don't know what that is. I don't have Gaia's Blessing. Of course they have another one. I don't know if this deck is gonna go on YouTube. Probably won't. It's not very good. Depends if this randomly turns around. Oh, Tibalt. I was like, Tubal? What the fuck is Tubal? Oh, and I forgot to add like removal of all kinds. Planeswalkers. I also need to do that. Buttplug Island has arrived. Question is, do we do... Of course they have another one and Evolving Wilds. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? And Teferi's 2 each. Okay. Can they kill us? Oh, that was my last one. And get shit back with Tamiyo. But I don't think I have the time.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes. The past is
Oh,
never
wait.
forgotten.
I forgot I had this out. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot I had that out. I forgot I had it out. I forgot I had it out. I could have got Heliod's Intervention and blew both of those up. I was like, shit, I only have 2 mana. I definitely had 4 mana. That fucking sucked. Alright, we have Playboy. I can't throw it back. Need Abundant Harvest? Yeah. Probably right. Or Gaia's Blessing. Gaia's Blessing would have shuffled, done something. I don't know. I needed a fucking Planewide Celebration. That's all I needed. Cry. Yeah, I needed a good cry. Let's go green, white. Angels, yay! I know, I'm super excited. I like it. Landless Angels? Yeah. Love to see it. Or Wrath of Gods.
I think you will find my notes
Try to find an Into the North. Into the North would have ramped us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which would have been noise. Hopefully they can't get up to 27 and then kill my tomato.
Let me aid your research.
Alright, we're hovering over this. I mean, if they attack me and they can't kill me, I just go infinite next turn. Right? I settle if they can kill me. I go infinite if they can't. Right? Does look like they can kill me. Sweet. Sweet.
No tail should be discarded. I follow the tracks of the wise. I have learned
All right.
much from my ancestors.
Poggy. Poggy. Now we can super win. Alright, now it's an easy win.
The past is never forgotten.
Guess I probably should have wrathed first. But, you know. Fuck it.
No tail should be discarded.
Alright. We're moving on in. Moving on in. It's us. It's me. Hello.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
All right. Well. Like, shouldn't you have just always been blocking with your angel? Wait. But I had more turns. Apathy. Don't you have any empathy? So at the end of the day, this deck ended up going 4 and 5. So it was nothing super amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. Usually infinite turns kind of goes that way. However, right now it just seemed a bit rough because we ran into so many control decks. So many people seem to be running artifact removal for some reason when we were playing it, so people were just able to get rid of Magistrate Scepter, and then a lot of people are also exiling graveyards, which is kind of weird. So it was just kind of a recipe for disaster. The games that we lost were kind of a blowout, but the games we won, a lot of them were close. I don't remember any of them being total blowouts. So the games are always usually entertaining, yes. As far as our bad matchups, it's really just anything with a lot of hand hate and a lot of counter spells. So like Dimir control will pretty much beat you anytime. Grixis, those are just the most common things that will beat any jank deck, which I've said before. Jeskai control will probably give it issues, but if we can hit Tamiyo, our main weakness of discard decks is usually gone until they kill Tamiyo, which is almost immediately anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. However, if we can keep her around, that's very, very good. That helps in almost every circumstance. But there's no really good matchups, and there's no terrible matchups. It just seems that the deck is coasting right in the center. So from now on, I'm going to be speaking into this giant black phallic-shaped object. So let me just whisper yesterday's comment question of the day for you all. Sophido is still one of my favorite cards, but I feel the Exquisite Blood combo ruined it. Have you made any fun decks with him? Here are your answers. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.